Hi everyone, it's Diane at the Picket Fence Greenhouse and Gardens. Today's March 23rd, 2011, and we're going to be planting some herbs. And I want to talk a little bit about herbs today, talk in general of, all the plants I've started and some things I've learned along the way. Also, at the end of the video, we're going to show you some herbs that I started in November and December of last year. We have to harvest them, and I'll do that on another video, but I want to show them to you today. They're getting a little big, and I thought I better get them cut down and get them dried. But today we're going to be planting cinnamon basil, lemon basil, eggplant. That's not an herb, but I need to get the eggplant started, and the lime basil. I also have dill to plant yet, and some sweet basil. And then I believe that'll complete the herbs. I have all the other herbs planted. I didn't do them on video, so I just thought, you know, I can't do everything on video because some days are kind of busy. But today, I also want to talk about what I've learned about compost, and this is about compost and organic soil indoors. Now, this is just my feeling. Please, you know, do what you want and use the soil you prefer indoors, but my thoughts are this. I have noticed an increase in gnats and insect issues with the organic soil and also the compost. Love this stuff. I do. And I really feel it's good stuff. I love it, but I'm going to be using it more outdoors. I have so many plants and seedlings indoors that I have to be very careful what I bring indoors that it won't cause a problem with my other plants. So my thoughts is I probably won't be using any compost or organic soil indoors anymore. I will be using it outdoors when I go to plant things only. Just because I have to, I have to be careful on insects indoors. Boy, they can do some damage, and they can do damage in a hurry. So that is my thoughts. I'm going to also show you my little yellow sticky tags that I use for my gnats, and they work great, and you're going to see them today. You're going to see how well they do work. Without them, I'd have a mess in this house, so I do need to put a few more up. But we're going to plant the herbs first, then I'm going to show you some herbs that are growing, and then I'll end it with showing you some of them yellow sticky tags. Just show them to you and show how well they do work, okay? All right, guys and gals, today let's get started on the herb planting, get this done. I like to get the herbs started so they have some little nice growth. But here's the cinnamon basil, very nice little black seeds. And if you've seen all my other videos, all I basically do is just sprinkle this over the soil. I'm using my regular peat and vermiculite soil that I use for most things, and it works generally pretty good. I noticed a couple things that don't work as well for, but some seedlings need a little more of a porous soil so the roots can breathe. And I've been doing some research on that and found that some of the flowers I'm planting, like the vinca, definitely needs more of a porous soil. So keep that in mind if you ever want to grow vinca. But I'm going to go through and plant all these today, and honestly, you don't need to watch it all. But we're going to do the lemon basil. Nice herb, you guys. If you love basil, you'll love any of these basils. We're going to be doing the lime basil and then the eggplant. Eggplant's going to be really easy, but boy, eggplants become really popular. I do sell quite a bit of eggplant. So I'm going to go through and seed all these flats, and then I'm going to come back and talk with you a little bit about herbs in general, and we'll be back in a minute. Alright, I have them all seeded, and now I'm just going to wet them down. I noticed that the eggplant seeds look a lot like tomato seeds. They really do. Water them down. I like to give them a little shot of water before I cover them. It'll speed up your germination. this done. So, one thing, the herbs have become so popular. I seem to sell more herbs than I used to, and more people are using them in their cooking, and for good reason. It just really adds flavor. These all are covered with 1/4 of an inch of soil, even the eggplant. And I do these are darkness for germination. That's how I grow them, and it works really well for these herbs. I also grew, let's see, what else did I do the other day? I did cumin. Have you ever grown cumin? They're not up yet, but I'm kind of curious to see how they grow. I'd never grown cumin before, so I'm excited to see. I also have the rosemary growing, the thyme, and lavender, and they're out in the greenhouse already. They've had to handle some cool nights out there, and they've also had to handle some warm days, so they're doing pretty good, really. I'm really happy and pleased on how well they are doing. Herbs are really relatively pretty easy to grow from seed. Haven't ever had a real problem with them, but you know, if you have any questions on growing herbs, let me know. So that's about it. I'm going to water them in, put them on the heating mat, cover them, and let's show you. I'm going to show you my herbs that I planted here last year. Get this done, and then we'll go do that right now. Okay, we're going to go in my little plant room here. Alright, up there, you can see them. We got some cinnamon basil, we have some lemon basil, we have thyme and oregano up there. Look how big they've gotten. And finally, there is my sticky tag thing that I use for fungus gnats. And as you can see, it works. Look at them all. It's terrible. Sorry to say, but you get that with planting, growing from seed. The more plants you got in the house, the more fungus gnats you're going to have. But these herbs here, touching the lights, I got to get them cut down. I'm going to do that here maybe today. And then I'm going to, there we got a little Asian beetle right there too. We're also going to, I'm also going to get that done and put that on another video and get them dried and show you how I dry them. And we will see you on the next video. Take care. If you got any questions, comments, let me know. Here's another sticky tag that don't have near the gnats on it. Fungus gnats. But look how well they work. They're wonderful. So I do have several of them up down here in the basement. And if you guys got any questions, let me know. We will see you on the next video, and take care. Bye.